Tonight is a very, very different night. I'm basically gonna learn the piano. It's no rush. This is gonna be progressive over the next lifetime or so, So get comfortable. All right, I just got myself a subscription, lifetime subscription with playground sessions. Uh, and this is the very first lesson. Word of warning: I have no skills whatsoever with this musical instrument, but I've always enjoyed the tunes, and now I'm gonna try to step it up. Hopefully soon I'll be able to perform something really nice. But right now, just bear with me. Gonna be doing a lot of reading, all the instructions. Maybe you can learn with me. Enjoy. So basically, when the scroll bar reaches a note, press it down on your keyboard. When playing notes that are tied together, play the first note and continue to hold its key down until the scroll bar passes the last note. Ah, sounds like fun. Take our feature tour to learn about the helpful tools Playground has in its lesson player. These tools make learning fast and easy. You can start the tour now or take the tour later by clicking on the information button in the main toolbar. Okay. Take feature tour now. Move to the previous exercise. Next, click the play, pause, or stop the lesson. Move to the next exercise. This will open the feature tour prompt, which will walk you through all the lessons player features. Okay, let's get some music in here right away. It seems so quiet. We're gonna do some classical tracks. I don't know if you could even hear that. Let's see. So basically, I'm learning one, the app, two, how to play a piano, and See, they got a whole lot of features for me to get used to. So this will open the feature tour prompt, which will walk you all the lesson player features. Nice. I can print full version of songs in PDF format. Songs can be printed up to 3 times. Very nice. Open the progress charts and data for this lesson. Easily make changes to the settings of your application. Most of the previous exercise. Move to the previous exercise. Okay, so it's repeating itself now. Good. Juicy Fruity is in my chat room. What's going on, Juicy? By the way, I'm also on the IMVU right now. As you know, if you follow me, you know I'm always on IMVU. See if oh really? Let's try the voice. Predator voice. Give me 1 second. I really am doing too much right now. So just to make this a little bit more interesting, I'm actually going to show why I'm distracted at the moment. Let's see. Okay. So there you have it. I'm also I do a little bit of DJing in IMVU, and it really got me into music. I really want to go hard right now. You know, I'm staying in my house a whole lot more now these days, so I might as well. I'm gonna put this up there. Get back to the real fun. I hope I remember to turn off this music because I don't have my headphones in. I'm trying to listen to the piano as I play. It's kind of a weird setup, but yeah, so I hope she doesn't put on any AP stuff. It's gonna give me some problems. Alright, So let's see what this first lesson is about.
Hey everybody, I am Harry, and I am next to my favorite thing in the whole world. If I could be stranded on an island with nothing else, I would have my piano there. I would probably choose the piano even over food or fresh water. That's how much I love the piano. Now, for some of y'all watching today, the piano might look a little bit intimidating, and I can be honest with you, when I first started playing, it was really intimidating for me too. In fact, full disclosure, it still is a little bit scary for me sometimes because there's a lot of notes, there's a lot to look at. This is a grand piano, which is pretty big. They have many different sizes and shapes of pianos. Some are big, long grands. Some are short grands, like a baby grand. Some pianos are called uprights or spinets, and then they have keyboards, which I'm sure all of y'all have seen. But it's the same sort of group of notes. And those keys, those notes, are what got me excited about the piano from when I was very, very young. Like, we're talking 3 years old. In fact, when I was really, really young, I remember this vividly. Walking up to a piano keyboard just like this one, although it wasn't really a fancy piano, it was a much smaller piano. And I was, about that tall, and I came over to the keyboard and I started pressing down the keys. And I heard a sound come out, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. It would be like Tiger Woods picking up a golf club and hitting a golf ball, or maybe, Roger Federer hitting a tennis ball. Those were the feelings I had, incredible excitement. But again, I know it can be intimidating. So I brought something to help you understand the piano a little bit more and make you more familiar with it. You probably are not going to expect what I'm going to show you, but here it is. What do I have in this basket? I have 12 eggs, a dozen eggs. If you can count to 12, and I'm sure most of y'all can, you basically know a lot about the piano already, and here's why. Just as there are 12 eggs in this basket, there are only 12 notes on the piano. Now, some of y'all might look at the piano keyboard and say, it looks like a lot more. Well, that's true. There are 88 notes on a normal piano keyboard. Now, some electronic keyboards have less, but there's almost always going to be more than 12. So why 12? Well, here's the thing. If you've looked at a piano keyboard in the past and you've been intimidated, I'm going to fix that for you right now. Let's start with probably the most famous note on the piano, which is middle C. It's my favorite note because it's the first note I ever played, and I'm as excited now as a 51-year-old as I was when I was 3 to play middle C. Now, I'll play it for you. That's middle C, but how do you find it among all of these notes, among 88 notes, among 12 notes? Well, when you sit down at the piano, you're going to be pretty much sitting in the middle of the piano. Here's a trick to finding middle C. There's a group of 2 black notes followed by a group of 3 black notes. Middle C is below the first group of 2. So if you see a group of 2 black notes that's kind of in the middle, that's middle C. Now here's where the 12 notes comes into play. I'm going to count 12 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it. That's all the notes on the piano. And I know you're still thinking, wait, that doesn't make sense. Watch this. You see that middle C below the 2 black notes? Well, if you go up 12 notes, here's another C below 2 black notes. Same 12 notes, just higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're at another C below 2 black notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then one more C for a good measure at the top. So this group of 12 notes repeats, starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's a couple of little notes on the end that we can talk about later. If you know those 12 notes, those are the same 12 notes that every composer, every singer, every pianist, every conductor has used for the last hundreds and hundreds of years. So we're on the same page now. There's only 12 notes. Some of the notes are higher, some of the notes are lower. For example, if I play 3 notes together, I can play those 3 notes here. It's the same 3 notes, they're just higher. And here, same 3 notes, same 3 notes. So now, in a way, we're all on the same page, because what you do with those notes, the combinations of those notes together, is what makes certain types of musicians play one type of music, certain types of musicians play another type of music. There's all kinds of cool combinations that you can do, and it's really, really fun. This is what excites me about the piano. So now, if you've never played the piano, or you've always wanted to learn how to play, when you look at a piano keyboard, you won't see this random long keyboard of black and white notes. You'll see 12 notes, just like a dozen eggs. Now, our written alphabet starts with the letter A. For our purposes today, we're going to start with C, because we spoke about middle C. It's sort of a common place to begin. It's the first note I ever played. It's the first note that most people are going to tell you about. It's a very cool note. I still get excited about middle C. So let's talk about our musical alphabet. Now, there are white notes and black notes on the piano. For now, let's just go through the white notes, starting at middle C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. That's all there are. 7 white notes. Now we have the black notes. There are only 5. C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. Here's where it gets interesting. You can call those notes either sharps or flats. But for now, let's just talk about our basic music alphabet and deal with the white notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Something else I think is really important is how you sit at the piano. I think you should be comfortable. I think you should be sitting upright, and your hands should fall on the keyboard in a pretty natural position. My arms usually end up about like this, at an angle about like this. My shoulders aren't really raised. I'm not hunched over the piano. My wrists aren't too high. I was taught to keep my hands pretty even with my arms. And a good way to remember how your hands should be positioned, if you take a soup can or a soda can and sort of wrap your hand around that can, that's essentially how your hand position should be. Everybody's going to have a slightly different position. And if you've ever seen me in concert, I'm sure I go through a whole variety of different positions when I play. Sometimes I might be a little bit higher, sometimes I might be a little bit lower. But basically, if you're starting to play the piano, this is the position you're going to be in. Your head is upright, your back is straight, and your hands are at a normal, relaxed angle on the keyboard. Another thing I think y'all should know, this is where everybody starts. I started this way. Just about every pianist you'll ever see started the same way. You can take this information and grow as far as you want. You can grow as much as you want, but you have to start here. Basic hand position, a basic knowledge of what keys are what, and the musical alphabet. I would also like to explain finger numbers. On the piano, when you see an indication to play your first finger, a lot of times you may think it's your index finger, but it's actually your thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about as easy as it gets. So I know your thumb isn't technically a finger, but if I were to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the piano, starting with middle C, it's as easy as this. Your thumb goes on middle C, and you just go up the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing coming down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's that easy. So just to recap what we've talked about, the piano can be very intimidating sometimes, but don't let it intimidate you anymore. It's just the same group of 12 notes over and over again. You have 5 fingers on your hand, 5 fingers on your hand, and they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a musical alphabet, which in this case will start with middle C, and it goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And then it repeats after that.
All right. So that was the first lesson. Um,
Hey everybody, I am Harry, and I am next to my favorite thing in the whole world. If I could be stranded on an island with nothing else, I would have my...
I'll go to the next. Breaking down the piano. Um, how do I go to the next? Let's see. Bootcamp. Breaking down the piano. Did I finish it? No. How do I go to the next one? Okay. Wait. Move to the previous exercise. So I'm trying to move to the next one.
Hey everybody, I am... I've looked at a piano keyboard in the past, and you've been intimidated. When you look at a piano keyboard, you won't see this random long keyboard of black and white. When you look at a piano, this is the position you're going to be in. Your head is upright, your back.
Okay.
Group of 12 notes over.
Then it stops. Can I go to the next exercise, please? Or maybe that's it. I'm gonna go back to Bootcamp, download the second guy. Wait a minute. There's an intermediate tour. Let's see. What's this? Oh, that's the whole thing. Okay. Download this guy. 5 finger positions. Ah, this one has more. Okay, each lesson has multiple exercises to complete. Click the forward and back arrows. Any accuracy score greater than 80 marks. The exercise is complete. This side of the navigation panel also used to select exercise. Open and close the navigation panel by clicking its teal tab. Okay. Da 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 da. Next. My brother.
Hi everyone, I'm David and I'm one of the Playground Sessions teachers that will be helping you throughout the boot camp. Now just like all the other Playground Sessions teachers, I've developed a love for playing the piano and I'm very excited for you as you embark on this new piano journey.
Is that a P125?
Now so far you've learned about middle C and you learned about the fingering system. Now I'm going to show you how to use those to play your very first note in the app, and I'm going to point out some key features in Playground Sessions. Let's jump in. So as you've learned, this is middle C, located in the center of your keyboard, left of two black keys. Now if you haven't already done this, take a second to locate this key on your keyboard. Again, it should sound like this. Now the way middle C is represented in sheet music and the way you'll see it in the Playground Sessions app is as an oval with a very short line through the center of it. And in Playground Sessions, we have a vertical line that scrolls from left to right to help you know exactly when to play each note in the app. So as this scroll bar moves from left to right and gets to middle C, you'll know exactly when to play it. And in Playground Sessions, you know exactly when you play it right in real time because the note will turn green. And that's all there is to it. Move on to the next segment and start making some music, and I'll be right back after that to help you with more tips.
All right. Right hand, middle C. Let's do some work.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, set, go.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. PhD, here I come. Retry, okay. I feel very nice right now. Let's see if I can keep that up.
So now that we're familiar with playing middle C, we're going to add 4 more notes for a total of 5, and I'm going to show you how the fingering system is used to make these notes easier to play.
Yeah.
So if we look at the notation on the screen, we're going to notice a few different things. The first thing we see is that the very first note in the music is middle C. The note furthest to the left is the oval with the line going through the center of it. Now if you look at the notes moving to the right from middle C, they seem to go up and then come back down to another middle C. Now those other notes that we're seeing in that motion represents the 4 other notes that we're going to add. We'll talk about that more in a second. Now the last thing I want to draw your attention to are the numbers above every single note. So as you recall, using the fingering system, each finger is designated a specific number. Your thumbs are 1, index fingers are 2, middle fingers are 3, ring fingers are 4, and your pinkies are 5. So taking that information and looking at the sheet music, we see that middle C has a 1 above that, so we're going to play that with our right thumb. Moving to the right, the next note is actually a D, and that has a 2 above that. So that's played with an index finger. We then have an E played with a 3, so that's your middle finger. An F played with 4, that's your ring finger. And then we end that with a G played with 5, or your pinky. So this musical example uses all 5 fingers and it plays the notes C, D, E, F, and G. And anytime you play music with 5 fingers and the notes are all consecutive to each other, this is called a 5-finger position. So I'm going to show you how to use this 5-finger position to play this musical example. Now this is going to be a great exercise for you guys to play because it's going to allow for you to build finger independence, or in other words, give you a sense of each finger kind of doing its own thing, having its own life and its own function. Now, there's one more thing that I want to point out, and that is in how long to hold each note. I'm hoping that when I played the demonstration of this, you notice I held each note until I moved to the next one. I held the C until I moved to the D, held the D until I moved to the E, and so on and so on. So as you play this exercise, experiment with holding one note down until you get to the next one. This will give you a completely different feel and an overall more musical sound. We'll talk a little bit more about how long to hold notes with different durations in a later lesson, but for now, just focus on your finger independence and playing this 5-finger position while holding the note down till you get to the next one. So move on to the next exercises where you'll have the opportunity to play these 5 notes in this 5-finger position.
One, two, three, four. 1, 2, set, go.
Hey.
One, two, three, four. 1, 2, set, go.
Ah, 94. All right. I want to retry that. I messed up.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, set, go.
Yeah. Perfect.
One, two. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, set, go.
Hey. I almost got caught with that one. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Next, I'm on a roll right
1,
now.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, set, go.
Hey. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Rock the house.
Hey. All right, all right, all right. It's gonna get tougher. Woo.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, set, go.
Ah, that was bad. Wow. 52%. Retry.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, set, go.
Oh my goodness. What note is that? That's the G. Okay. So that was the pinky. Ah. All right, all right, all right. One more time. Let's
1,
do this.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, set, go.
Okay. 90%. Wow. Okay. I think I could do this. I think I could do this.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, set, go.
I was already on the three. Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, set, go.
Hey. That was pretty awesome. One more. Let's do this.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, set, go.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey. They got some guys, man. They bringing the heat, bro. They bringing the heat. That's what's up, bro. I enjoyed that very much. Listen, man, I hope y'all enjoyed that too. You know it's your boy, Sean the Wonder Man, always doing something new, exciting. I keep it fresh. But we gonna call it a morning. It's 5:30 here in New York City. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself or not. You know, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me continue learning the piano. You never know. It could get promising, you feel me? Like, very soon. I'm a fast learner, I think. Like, you see your boy 100% all the way through. Okay? But let's see what happens, man. I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow again. You know, my work schedule is kind of tight. I got a weekend coming up, 2 days. Put in some work. Feel me? Maestro up in this piece. Anyway. Sean the Wonder Man once again. Check me out on all the platforms. Sean the Wonder Man, making a brand for myself. I'm loving this IMVU. Okay? Check in, get gifted. Peace.